Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anthony G. Tolosa. For this day, we will do the all activity in chapter 5. But before that, we need to read the introduction of the chapter 5 entitled The Ethernet. The OSI physical layer provides the means to transport the bits that make up a data link layer frame across the network media. Internet is now the predominant LAN technology in the world. Internet operates in the data link layer and the physical layer. The Internet Protocol standard define many aspects of network communicating, including the frame format, frame size, timing, and encoding. When messages are sent between hosts on an internet network, the host format the messages into the frame layout that is specified by the standard. Because internet is comprised of standard at this lower layer, it may best be understood in reference to the OSI model. The OSI model separates the data link layer functionalities of addressing, framing, and accessing the media from the physical layer and standard of the media. Internet standard defines both the layer 2 protocol and the layer 1 technologies. Although Ethernet specifications support different media, bandwidth, and other layer 1 and 2 variation, the basic frame format and address scheme is the same for all varieties of Ethernet. This chapter examines the characteristic and operation of Ethernet as it has evolved from a shared media contention-based data communication technology to today's high bandwidth full duplex technology. We go to the activity chapter. We need to find it here. Okay. Okay. Like this. This one. The title of this activity is MAC and LLC sublayer. The instruction is description of the MAC and LLC sublayers are provided in the table. Click in the MAC or LLC field to match the description to the correct sublayer. We need to click among the MAC or LLC this situation. Hacker characteristics. Number 1, control the network interface called through software driver. I think the answer for this is LLC. Then work with the upper layer to add application information for deliver of data to higher level protocols. Then I think the answer is LLC2. Then work with hardware to support bandwidth requirements and check error in the bits sent and received. I think the answer will be MAC. Then control access to the media through signaling and physical media's standard requirements. I think it is MAC. Then support Ethernet technology by using CSMA CD or CSMA CA. MAC. I think MAC. Then remains relatively independent of physical equipment. Then I think the answer will be LLC. We need to click the check button if the answer is correct to know what is the answer in this activity. Okay, it is all correct. We go to another activity. The title of activity is identify the internet frame field name. The instruction is drag the 802.3 internet frame shield name to its description. Okay. Number 1, use pad to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. I think the answer will be 802.2 header and data. Number 2, describe which higher layer protocol has been used. So I think the answer will be type. Then the frame originally NIC or interface MAC address. Then I think the answer will be source address. Then assist a host in determining if the frame received is addressed to it. So the answer will be destination address. Notify destination to get ready for a new frame. Frame. It is preamble, maybe. Synchronize sending and receiving data devices for frame delivery. Then I think it start frame delimiter. Then detect error in the internet frame. So the answer will be frame check sequence. So we need to click the check button to know the answer. So it is all correct. So we go to another activity. Okay, just find it here, find it everywhere, find it. Okay, this activity. So this activity is called frame forwarding method. So the instruction of this activity is description of switch frame forwarding method are provided in the table. Click in the store and forward or cut through field to match the method to the description. Okay, we just need to answer it. So buffer frames until the frame has been received by the switch. So I think the answer will be store and forward. So we need to click if it is correct or wrong. Then it is correct. Then number 2, check the frame for errors before releasing it out of its switch port. If the full frame was not received, the switch discard it. Then I think the answer will be store and forward. So we need to check it here if it is correct. Then it is correct. Then number 3, so no errors checking on frames is performed by the switch before releasing the frame out of its port. So the answer will be cut through. So we need to check it. Okay, so it is correct. Then number 4, so a great method to use the conserve bandwidth on your network. I think the answer will be store and forward. So it is correct. Then number 5, the destination network interface card or the NIC discard in incomplete frames using this frame forwarding method. So I think the answer will be cut through. Okay, it is correct. Then last is the faster switching method but may produce more error in data integrity, therefore more bandwidth may be consumed. So I think the answer will be cut through. So let me check it if it is correct. Okay, it is correct. Okay, we need to find another activity here if there's an activity. Okay, so that's all for the activity. Then we go to chapter 5 and read the summary and the conclusion of the chapter 5. So Internet is the most widely used LAN technology today. It is family of networking technologies that are defined in the IEEE 802.2 and 802.3 standard. Internet standard define both the layer 2 protocols and the layer 1 technologies. For the layer 2 protocols, as with all 802 IEEE standard, Internet relies on the two separate sublayers of the data link layer to operate: the logical link control (LLC) and the MAC layer and MAC sublayer. At the data link layer, the frame structure is nearly identical for all bandwidth of Internet. The Internet frame structure adds header and trailer around the layer 3 PDU to encapsulate the message being sent. There are two styles of Internet framing: IEEE 802 and point 3 Internet Standard, and the DIX Ethernet Standard, which is now referred to Ethernet 2. The most significant difference between the two standards is the addition of the start frame delimiter and the change of the type field to a LAN field in the 802.3. Internet 2 is the Ethernet frame format used in TCP/IP network. As an implementation of the IEEE 802.23 standard, the Internet frame provides MAC addressing and error checking. The Layer 2 addressing provided by Internet supports unicast, multicast, and broadcast communication. Internet uses the address resolution protocol to determine the MAC addresses of destination and map them against no IB4 version 4 addresses. Each node on a IP version 4 network has both a MAC address and an IP version 4 address. These IP addresses are used to identify the original source and final destination of the packet. The Ethernet MAC addresses are used to send the packet from the Internet to another Internet NIC on the same IP network. The IRP is used to map a known IP version 4 address to a MAC address, so the packet can be encapsulated in an Ethernet frame with the correct layer 2 address. ARP relies on certain types of Ethernet broadcast messages and Ethernet unicast messages called ARP requests and ARP replies. The ARP protocols resolve IP version 4 addresses to MAC addresses and maintain a table of mapping. On most Ethernet networks, end devices are typically connected on a point-to-point basis to a Layer 2 full duplex switch. A Layer 2 LAN switch performs switching and filtering based only on the OSI data link layer or the Layer 2 MAC address. A Layer 2 switch builds a MAC address table that is used to make forwarding decision. Layer 2 switches depend on routers to pass data between independent IP subnetwork. So we are done for this activity. So see you in my next video and bye bye.